I think we start. I mean, I don't really have much going on in my brain bone, so even if I had time, it wouldn't help. So we can just kind of spitball if you want to try it now.
We can. I know the combat moves. I don't know all of the. I don't know all of the moves by heart yet, but we can try it.
Yeah, but this is all like a first time kind of thing because we've never played this before. So this is gonna be a test mode, because this is Ironforge is built in a way that technically it can self DM, like DM being like Dungeon Master, and then it doesn't really particularly need one, so everybody can be player characters. So we're making a world, and then later on we kind of just create the world as we go. So
I put the link in Discord, Eric.
Yeah, so essentially, right now I am going to be a DM for a little bit and kind of guide the world, but as soon as we reach a certain point within the story, I'm going to kind of let it go and see what happens. And I might continue to kind of like railroad it if I need to, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I might end up becoming a PC. We'll see, which is a player card. But this is all new to us, so we're gonna be pretty rough around the edges, because we're not sure how to really play.
Mike, by the way, Jabby, you're good. Mike, if you want to log in to CrewLink real quick before anyone puts it on the stream.
What? Oh.
If you want to log in before anyone puts it on the stream, you should change your name so that your full name is not on the stream. I mean, unless you just don't care about that kind of thing.
I mean, I really don't, but...
I mean, if you don't care, then whatever.
I think it's attached. I don't even know how I would it's attached to, like, my...
It's on your Google thing, but you can overwrite it in CrewLink. If you log in the bottom left, there's a cog. You click on that, and then hit update username, and then you go put in whatever you want. Eric, same goes for you, because your full name is also there.
Sorry, I was changing my thing.
Picture you chose.
I should probably change the music from fucking Ghibli to something a little more intense.
Oh, it is similar to Fiasco. It is similar to Fiasco. It's a similar game system. Eric, did you hear what I was saying about the names?
No.
I was saying before you put anything on the stream, if you want to log into CrewLink and change your name because it has your full name.
My government name?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you care about that on the stream, but if you do. If you log in, you just click on the cog on the very bottom left and then hit update username.
Sorry, I was sending a message to Jabby. Where did you put this? Where did you send it to me?
It's in D&D.
Thank you. Jabby sent a pretty smart thing about like starting my own Discord so we can stream, you know, anime and stuff there to my actual chat. I was like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Oh yeah.
How do I change mine? Just says Eric. Mine doesn't say a full name. Oh yeah. Okay.
It does say your full name. Yeah, that's exactly correct. That's very, very correct.
How do I change that?
Eric, to change it, you just go to the cog on the very bottom left, and then hit update username.
We don't, Jen. We played a D&D campaign until it died because we could never get together.
Oh, did we finish the Unchained one? We finished. Or no, we didn't.
What do I
We
do?
did finish. Yeah, we finished the first one.
Oh, we did.
We finished it, but mostly we kind of force finished.
Right.
So what do I do with
Becoming
this?
more and more it was more and more scoffed as time.
Guys, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
What do
I like the way that it wrapped up, but I can definitely admit that it was very rushed at the end because like it was getting to a point where it needed to get wrapped up or we were never going to finish it.
Zach, I have a confession to make. I'm cleaning the brew group of my coffee machine for the first time since I bought it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jabby. I only ever cleaned the one in mine, like, maybe once every 6 months. You're definitely supposed to do it way more often than that.
It says,
and every time I did it was... Every time I remembered, I was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to clean that? And then I would open it up and I would be, like, horrified. I'd be like, dear God, what was I doing?
You know what? I'm happy it's not super disgustingly moldy in here.
I mean, well, that would be pretty bad.
Because whatchamacallit gets pretty moldy if I don't change it, like, within the week. The drip off.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So we make sure to do that every day now because this, I was like, I feel like I opened it up and I was like, hey, it doesn't look that bad, and I just never ever opened it up again. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm being productive while because I need to do something when we're doing this, but like me playing certain games is way too distracting. So I'm like, what could I do?
No,
I'm
I
like
got
just cleaning around my fucking house right now. I'm like, this is perfect.
Oh, baby, when do
I
y'all
wish-
do
Game
TTRPGs
wasn't
usually? You gotta do what you gotta do. You're just people. Hee jabby. Listen, I'm not gonna tell you how often I clean my New York coffee pot. That's why my immune system goes hard. There you
Can't
go.
express,
Oh my god.
can't express how much it's triggering me that we have a full party and all of us have +1 shadow. As someone who likes a good diverse RPG party, it's triggering.
Eric
Yeah,
took me, Shadow.
yeah. What are our stats? We got a wits guy,
You got a
we
health
got a
and
heart guy,
spirit.
and we got an iron guy. But all of us have +1 shadow.
You guys have all +5 heart and spirit.
Health and spirit stay. Those are just like the starting maxed out.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
not stats. So like those will go down as we do things,
Heart, wits,
but they start at.
and
that.
iron. Heart, wits, and iron. Okay. Let's try and figure out. Stop reading my chats like I'm speaking in Alien. Okay.
It's because he locked out for a little bit and then he was trying to catch up. It's okay.
I call it as I sees it.
Oh wait, no, there was one thing that we did not do for character creation. I'm sorry.
Do I need to close
Which
this back out? Go
is-
back to talk.
No, you're good. You're good.
In a world when everything
We need to set up your starting vow. Everybody has one starting, basically personal quest. What is your vow? I know, based on the discussions we had with my character, that I'm not going to be in there for at least the first tiny little bit.
Hey,
So I don't think I have one quite yet.
that's the
but
thing.
that's okay.
I didn't know that was a thing we agreed on, but okay.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, I'm cool with that.
So, Mike and Jabby, we need to create your starting vow. So if you open up your character sheets... No. What's happening? I gotta close the Eric stream.
Well, then you're not gonna know when he's locked out.
I'm gonna hit stop watching. I can't do it. Okay. So, your vow.
What is hissing? Is that the song?
Here we go again.
I don't
The
know.
voices. Can you guys hear the hissing?
Oh my god.
It's back to this morning.
No, this is different.
Can you guys hear? Kill them all, Jimmy.
Oh, this sounds pretty good.
A knife to the throat and the hissing goes away.
I don't like this.
Hello.
Oh, was it Eric?
How about this?
I think already knows his vow generally. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my vow.
So I'm reading through the
You have suggested vows?
character trait course.
Why do I hear Eric on stream but not in for us? Is he-
I feel like a
I-
good Chad.
think I hear him for us, and he's.
No, there's no sound. There's no sound for us. But I mean, he's there on stream.
Oh, is that what I'm hearing? Stream voice?
I don't know if
Do I
he's
have?
doing
I thought I had a stream muted.
Okay, at the start of your story, you swear an iron vow to follow a goal, face a problem, or undertake a mission. This inciting incident interrupts the status quo and propels you into action. Make it a dangerous or troublesome quest. If you already have a quest in mind to kick off your story, you're all set. If not, consider the narrative fodder from the previous exercises. Okay, so I guess we actually don't necessarily, when we're creating our character, I guess you don't actually have to have a long-term character vow, unlike in the original IronSworn, which is interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, it seems like in Sundered Isle that's not a thing. So never mind. Character creation. So yeah, we just need to kick off the campaign, and that will.
girl now?
Yeah.
My little brother. Here, what's this?
Look, I should be a little brother.
My hat?
Oh no, I'm a changeling. I don't have a.
Are you asking
yeah.
me, Jen?
That's what
What
it
does
was.
my hat say?
Yeah, yours. That's
So what is our inciting incident? Yeah, I guess Eric, if you want to kick us off,
yeah, I
basically,
guess,
we
yeah,
could
It's gonna
just
be
go.
lore, the beginning of the campaign, right?
Yeah,
We've been-
yeah. There's no. We don't have to do the like overarching character vows. That's apparently not a thing in Sundered Isles. It was only a thing in the original IronSworn, so we don't have to do those. In fact, I don't think we're supposed to even do this.
It's a pretty
So,
good coincidence, huh? Sorry, I was talking to chat.
Eric, you may be muted.
Oh, am I still muted?
Eric stopped listening and talking to us a long ago.
I'm sorry, was I still muted?
Eric.
You've
Yes,
been
you
muted
were.
for forever.
I've been
Mhm.
talking in the chat. Anyway, they were like, "What's my hat say?" And I don't know if you saw it, Mike.
I mean, I've been listening to you because I have your stream on.
But I got my D&D hat on. All right, so let's start. So welcome to the world of the Lord. There is a few key locations to be kind of aware of. There is, if I remember correctly, there's Alteria, right? Which is the main capital place, which you're actually pretty closely located to. Your village. Then on the other sides of the world, there is Kalamar, which is the Elven lands. Are you gonna get world-class voice acting?
Are the
Maybe.
people from Calamar called the Calamari?
the Calamarians, the Calamari? Hey yo! And then if you say prosciutto, then forget about it. Then there's the dwarves they're from Voldader. And these are home to one of the most finest skilled craftsmen that Alteria has ever seen. Then there's the Mirewood, which is the swampy, mysterious region of the map. There is a place within the Mirewood called the Slumberous Abyss, which is just known to be quite mysterious, quite deadly, strangely. But because the Mirewood has some of the best flora in all of Alteria, it is home to some of the best herbalists in the world. You know, and people stay there and they train.
Live there.
People do live there. Kind of more like shamanist kind of people because they stay there and they just gather. And so if you need a really, really ridiculously crazy probably cure, the Mirewood might be a place to go because there's just some of the most famous herbalists are there. And then there's the Lyredale Plains, which is the most vast area in between the map where most of pretty much most roads go through. But it's been abandoned, strangely, a long time ago. It used to be pretty much where the central hub used to be. So it's a lot of ruin. That's where most of the the nomadic tribes stay, and that's where your village, Dawnshade, is located at the moment. You're part of a nomadic village, but you finally did settle down in an area that seemed kind of like just perfect for what you needed. This was decided about 3 chieftains before your chieftain. Okay.
Oh, that was going to be my question. Actually, it's like when did that happen?
Yes.
So this was like 100 years ago or more.
What's up? It's probably been 100 or more.
Okay. So we've been here for like a long time.
Yes, you've been here all your life. You do not know anything outside of this, really, unless depending on
I'm
how
not even
old you
here.
are. Right. Well, you as in the player characters besides you.
Yeah,
Like
I
they know
understand.
as much as they know from when they're a child and stuff. So if Mike remembers anything from before he was a child, that's up to Mike. But what he knows so far is he was adopted by the current chieftain, which is, if I remember correctly, Ascalad
Darkbreaker.
I think it is Darkbreaker, right? Yeah. Ascalad Darkbreaker, who is your adopted father. Either way, by the way, watch Death Note. It's really good. Yep, you should. Sorry. And what was I at? Been there for 300. There is village doctor. Well, what do we call him? Like a shaman kind of doctor. What is it called? Witch doctor, right?
Yeah.
I didn't really give him a name. Let me think of one right now. Okay, the
There's
village.
an oracle for that if you want to give him a name.
What's up?
There's an oracle for that if you want to give him a name.
I did. I gave my oracle the option to do it. My oracle ChatGPT says Zahari Thornville is the name of the witch doctor. Thank you, oracle. And so the witch doctor Zahari Zoranthale has been your father's confidant, kind of like the liaison to your father for all of. He's been chief, and he was also the liaison to the chief before. So he's a bit old. Okay. The pretty much the witch doctor kind of works hand in hand with the chief. You know, he's like the second man. So yeah, he handles all the other bullshit from the village, and predominantly also the history. Besides that, is there anything else you guys should need to know? No. Okay. So right now, there is a big kind of discussion or debate going on within the village, and that is because we're in such a time of peace, okay, in the world of like Deloria, people are wondering if we should now kind of open up the village's doors and start trade, because I mean, for over more than 150 years, there's been nothing that really happened in the village, and now you see so much happening around. Like, you hear about it through like trades with the other like nomadic villages, and you know, like, technology's advancing, a lot's going on, and just some people who've kind of like left the village come back and they have all this great knowledge. They're not let back in, but they talk about just great things from the outside, and your village is so curious and they want to open up their doors to that. They're like, imagine all the medicinal benefits, imagine all the knowledge we can gain from all these other countries. And the one thing about Dawnshade, your village, is that you are sitting on a bevy of just a really rare material. We can just say whatever rare material. You guys have any thought of rare?
It's
Vibranium.
or a calco.
It's like a very rare metal.
Yes, it is a rare. It's a
Obsidian.
What if it's like because I'm trying to think of like why this village in particular would have access to it, especially if we're like in the
That's
plains.
the
It's not like we're on top of
Well,
like a crazy
see-
mine.
no. You're in the thing. So I'm thinking, you know what? It's a very rare metal,
Weiser said my second thing. Jan said the first.
and I'm thinking,
What if it's
What?
what if it's like from like a meteorite?
Hey Zach, I'm
Not
going to
like-
ask you specifically.
Yeah.
What metal do you think it should be? Because let's say it has significant importance to do with your kind of character.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's a rock.
Oh man, there's a lot of ways that I could go with that.
Exactly. Well, this is based on your character. So come back to me.
Okay,
But it's sitting on that.
Okay. No, it's good. It's actually it's a type of that is like fragmented off from. I don't think people would know, but it is from like meteorites, which is why it is like very rare and in random locations. But like there is maybe a crater nearby, or maybe just like ruins of some ancient place that had access to this.
Maybe.
But there's these crystals that are powerful in some way, like maybe some arcane way. Does that sound like it could
Sounds
work?
fine to me. Can you tell me where this would be located on you, or could we just describe this after in a little bit?
Oh, like on my person?
Well, how is this relating to you? Just curious.
It's the power core.
Okay, sounds good.
It's the heart. That's what makes me run.
So, yes.
The silent main, Jan. The silent main poison build. Years all day.
I've only played one time Slay the Spire, and I won the first time I played it, and I stopped playing ever since. It was shit. True story. Axe everybody. So okay, so yes, that rare material.
And they're called star shards. Just
Yes.
so you know.
So your village houses a lot of star shards. Technically, it's very close to where you are at the moment, but it's you can kind of say that it's, you know, sometimes you can find a little bit under the village, but it's mostly like it's close to your village. You know what I mean? So you kind of, it's yours, right? It's the village's.
There's maybe an impact crater somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
Maybe that was what even drew them to this location. You know,
Yes.
hundreds of years ago or whatever. 'Cause they saw this
Yeah.
impact.
Like there, no one knows particularly why you guys are there, but you do know that you're sitting on this, and maybe your village chief does. But so right now your village is up in a tizzy, and they're kind of like, hey, we should open up the gates finally. You know, we have so much to learn from outside, and we have so much that we can offer. We have these star shards.
Star cards. Yep.
Yes, we have these star shards, and people are gonna want this. Okay, so we have trade commodity, and just imagine all the stuff we can get. And the chief is like, no. Okay, sorry, let me do a voice. No, even like
And
this. Yes, this is
This is Mike's
Alcalad.
adopted father.
Yes, sorry, I should give him more. I should give him more deeper voice. No, our village has been closed for more than a century.
And supposedly.
And I'd be damned if I'd be the one to fucking break that.
Oh shit! This guy's serious.
I will protect my family and my friends as long as I am chief here. Those doors were not open. Okay?
Do most people seem like they agree with this?
So the village is very split. It's completely 50-50, to be honest. And so I don't want to speak for the players. So the players can have their own opinion. And so that is it. The chief says, "Silent! I will not have enough." That's it. You know, and he was like, "The discussion is closed. My word is bond," kind of. And that's it. So he has it because he doesn't want to invite anything unknown into his village. What he knows is that right now everybody's safe, and that's all he cares about. Just like his, the chief before him, the one that taught him, his father. It's pretty much been passed down through chief to chief, right? It's kind of picked and selected. His happens to just be his father, but so there you go.
Okay.
So that's where we're starting. And he says he would not have any more talk of it, and that's when we go and we talk to our characters, who apparently names have changed. We can go to our characters, Sai Darkforged and Lorian Darkbringer. You have just heard now that your father has now said that we are no longer going to do trade, but the village is very divisive. You're not sure how that's going to go, okay? You're not sure like what's going to happen. Do you want to try and cool down people, or do you feel like you want to try and edge it to trade open? Especially with the closest city to you is actually the capital, Altaria, which the kingdom of Altaria, which the capital is Alaris. And you've heard so much about the beautiful and just ruler Queen Lysandra, who has just not only halted the culling of the elves, but she has done so much for her people. And you hear about these grand festivals in Alaris. You hear how trade is bustling there. There's just everybody from every single fucking, just every end of the world comes to there, and there's just so much. It is the central hub, and it's so close to you. And if you can open up that village, maybe, who knows what you would see. But then again, who knows if you care? So I'll leave it to you.
My brother.
I'm sorry.
Bro.
Aren't you a girl now?
Well, he's a shape. Remember, he's a shapeshifter. He's everything.
Oh yeah, that picture.
I don't know why.
That picture looks like an old-fashioned '90s like fucking System of the Down album cover, like making me
Actually,
question.
don't know
my
what I
life.
chose. I don't remember. I've been
Terrified for no reason. For literally.
Oh, you guys don't see it here. If you guys
No,
want to see the characters, here you go, everybody. That is Jabby's character, Sai Darkforged. Looking like a scary thing. What's up, Venom Slinger? We are playing D&D. Well, IronSworn, a variant of D&D. That's Zach's character, but we haven't met him yet, so don't look at him. And there's Mike, who's a Lorian Darkbreaker. Right now, because Lorian and Sai are technically adopted children of Ascalon, Lorian decided to just use his adopted father's name because for lore wise, dwarves make their own last names. Ascalon's last name, Darkbringer, has to do something within his past. So, Lorian.
Oh, he's a dwarf.
Yes.
Okay, so this whole village is like a village of dwarves.
No.
No.
They're nomadic. They are kind of like different, just people, to be honest. And it's kind of
okay.
weird. People did come and go.
Is
Yeah.
dwarf.
Yes, but the chieftain right now is a dwarf. Yes.
Okay, cool.
And the chieftain is just picked throughout the village. People kind of just find who they find to be the most worthy. And at that time, Ascalon Darkbringer was the one that they, went to. Him being
a loose democracy.
Yes. He's pretty brawny, he's pretty strong, and he seems to be having the good on his mind.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
My brother.
I want to see the world. I want to explore. I want to be an adventurer.
I like this voice. I know, Sai. I know once again he's chosen to close our walls off, but for now, we should at least quell the people. Make sure that they don't stir anything in the village.
You sure? Maybe we should urge them on. Maybe this is time to change. Maybe we could talk to Father about escaping this.
Quiet down. The wrong person might hear you.
Who's
Sai, I know.
You're not ready, Nemo.
I know that we're not destined to be in this village forever. That our incredible resources could be used for all kinds of amazing things in the world. How about this, Sai? For now,
We call the village, and I promise you, maybe I'll sneak us out to Ilaria one day. We can check it out ourselves. Prove to Father that there's more out there for us.
You promise?
I do. You have my word. On this iron sword that I swear.
All right.
I promise you have my word.
Alright, we'll quell the people, brother.
How the fuck do we?
Okay. You can call the people. I'm gonna make it a QTE. Where I mean, I guess you could just kind of like go and do it because I mean, I don't want you to have to go and talk to every single fucking person trying to do it.
I mean, is this an event, a battle? Not a battle per se, but is this where we use the momentum tracker?
That's the thing.
So
do you want to do that?
There are moves for this kind of. If you are trying to persuade someone or make them an offer, you would use compel. So I would say you guys would need to like describe how you're trying to like quell the people, but this is almost certainly going to be a compel move. When you try to persuade someone or make them an offer, envision your approach. If you charm, pacify, encourage, or barter, roll plus heart. If you threaten or incite, roll plus iron. If you lie or swindle, roll plus shadow. This sounds like you guys are going to charm, pacify, encourage, or barter?
Yeah, it's literally just I would go around the village.
Venom Singer. I think that's the proper way to do it. I think if you hear in a few seconds, Side Dark Forge over there, aka Jabby, would be the one to probably do immediately that. Jabby, you have someone in chat that just thinks the way you think.
Quell equals kill. Quell my hammer. Jesus Christ.
I was like, I muted, but I was like, if there's someone who thinks like that.
It says also to subdue or suppress. It does say typically by force, but not always.
But I have no problem. So in this world, Venom, just to fill you in, this is technically a different thing than D&D, where we are going to try and there's things how combat works more. It's like we describe what happens and then we roll to see if it does happen. So we'll see how it goes.
Like, why don't you roll a compel and roll plus heart? The way that you do that is if you're logged in on CrewLink.
Now, well, okay.
I'm going to open up your character sheet first.
Oh, thank you for following.
And then on the left-hand side, under Adventure Moves, you can click on Compel, and then click on the Heart box, because you're rolling plus Heart.
But Mike is doing this, right? Because he's
Yep.
I wish I could see. So I could see what you talking
I mean,
about.
if you're both doing it, you can both. You can both.
So I'm gonna mute for a second they can hear me. So pretty much, yeah. So this is made so that way.
Where do I go to?
I'm going to kind of railroad
so if you
it
open
a
up your
little
character
bit.
sheet,
Yeah, I did that.
then on the left-hand side, you should see
But this
the
is
moves
made.
and oracles.
Sorry, let me deafen them for a second. But this is made technically so that way, can be played without a DM. So I have a world set up, and I created a world, kind of like a overall like this archetype. But after it reaches a certain point, I'm gonna kind of like let it just play itself, and then maybe I'll join in as a player character. Did I mute everybody? Hello.
Hello.
Okay, sorry. What happened?
I was just telling them how to roll.
Oh, can I see it in chat?
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it pop up anywhere? Or
Does it pop up anywhere? Or does it just what happens?
I think you have to say. So, and I'll tell you what it means. So, if you roll it, it's gonna roll 3 dice.
I don't have to give you the number. I just say weak hit.
Yeah, that will work as well. So Jabby got a weak hit. On a weak hit, as above with your agreement. Okay, so basically, they will do what you want and agree to your conditions. Basically, you'll succeed, right? So you are like calming people down. You're pacifying them. This is going to come with some kind of demand or complication. So, what do you think is the complication here? In my mind, just as an idea, the most obvious thing I would think as a complication is like there's like one or maybe just like a couple of people that are like getting more aggro about this, like speaking up and getting more vocal. And they're like, no, we need to like depose Ascalon, right? Like we have to open our gates now. Like this is it. They're drawing the line. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something else.
I'm gonna say like as a group, we've quelled most of the people, but there are a few people that are complications that are like they're vocal minority.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
I got a strong hit, Jabby, so don't worry.
Okay, so how do we think this plays out then? Is you're going around talking to people and Mike, remind me your character's name, Lorian?
Yeah.
Lorian, you're very successful at this. Like basically all the people that you've talked to have calmed down. People are kind of going back to their homes, like they're going away from the meeting. But then someone that Sai is talking to, I in my mind, I feel like this. Let's say this is like one person.
I like
right?
how Venom.
Like, there's
I can hear
someone
Jabby
here
laughing
that is like
to your messages.
not gonna back down
While Zach's talking.
and is like. I mean, I could. What do we like that direction of like? There's just someone that is causing trouble.
I like that.
I'm
That
fine
sounds
with
pretty good to me.
Okay. Why don't I give this person a name, and I can act this person out.
I like this.
You're gonna ask the Oracle. Or you're
I
gonna
like
ask
how
ChatGPT.
Zach is being my co-DM. It's beautiful.
Given name.
You should be doing.
He's technically not a character yet, so he's chilling.
Should be doing this.
I mean, Eric, if you want to do this, you can.
No, I'm okay. I like Tyler. Villager number 1. Exactly.
All right, Eric, I got you his name. What is Kyler doing? Kyler wants to.
Okay,
like,
so Kylo Ren.
He's about to throw.
Kylo Ren says more as people keep getting upset. No,
We also didn't describe how
Wait.
we were calling people. We were
It
supposed to do
says
that, right?
it says +1 momentum. What does that mean?
Okay. So, was that just on the strong hit, or is that also on a weak hit?
are we showing this in like
so strong hit.
is this in like
Um,
Discord? Am I seeing something?
Oh, it's just somewhere. Oh,
It's just individual views. Oh no, on a weak hit you also get the +1. Okay, so both of you take +1 momentum. So, at the top of your character sheet, you see that there's a big long track that is called momentum. I'm
What
gonna
is-
put that up to +3.
What does that do? What does momentum do for everybody, especially me? Because I have
Right. So, I can explain how this works.
Please do.
Basically, at any time, if you roll really badly,
Okay.
you can do what's called burning your momentum to
We both do a
replace
+3, or
your
do I do
roll
+1? Sorry.
with whatever your momentum value is.
Okay.
So the reset is +2 for your characters, which means whenever your momentum gets reset, when you burn it, it goes back down to +2. I know you would think it goes to 0, it goes to +2. The reason that is because you can also lose momentum. So this momentum track is always going to be going up and down.
Okay.
The idea is you want to do well to get your momentum higher so that if you fail something, you can burn that high momentum roll to basically get a success instead. The way that rolls work in this game, and bear with me for one moment because it's going to be slightly confusing, but I promise once you hear it, it will make sense.
Okay.
The way that rolls work in this game is there's no DC set by the GM because, once again, it's a co-op game. There doesn't have to be a GM. So you roll 3 dice. There's 2 d10s, which are called the challenge die. There is a third die, which is a d6, called the action die. The action die is basically, in D&D, this would be like your d20. So you roll the action die, and then you add your relevant stat. In this case, they were rolling plus heart. So they roll a d6 and add their heart. You want the result of that to beat the challenge dice. Remember those 2 d10s that we rolled? If it beats one of the d10s, that's a weak hit. If it beats both of the d10s, that's a strong hit. And if it beats neither one, that's a miss. You completely failed. You lose, right? And the different moves describe what happens on each of these outcomes. So there's always 3 outcomes.
So-
a miss,
So
a weak
Eric,
hit, or a strong hit.
on my dice, on my challenge dice, I rolled a 5 and a 5. I rolled 2 5s for my
Okay.
challenge.
So that's even.
And then
okay.
and then my actual, they're 2 separate things. There's a 5
Okay.
and a 5.
Okay.
And then on my dice for my roll, I rolled a 3 plus 3, so 6.
6. So you're
Six
better than
beat
both.
that, which made it a strong
Okay.
hit. That's why.
Ah,
Thi-
okay. And
this
so
is actually-
It's a critical.
I'm glad that you described what you rolled, Mike, because something special actually happens that I didn't quite describe yet. There is a very special scenario. If both of your challenge dice are the same number, that is called a match. So in your case, both of your challenge dice were a 5. That's called a match. If you get a strong hit with a match, that is the D&D equivalent of a critical success.
holy shit.
That's like rolling a crit.
Okay. my first
Wow.
Your
first-
first roll was a crit. If you get a miss with a match, that is the equivalent in D&D
The
of
critical
a
fail.
critical miss.
Okay.
So, you got a critical success. So I feel like something special has to happen here. A lot of moves will describe what happens when there's a crit, or moves like Compel, where there is no specific outcome of getting a critical success, or in this game's terms, a strong hit with a match. Then we can basically describe what happens as a result of this very strong success.
Okay. Who
I
wants
feel
to
like
describe it?
maybe the outcome is like
Yeah.
this Karen that is starting Kyler that is starting to like stand up to is it Sai?
Yeah.
Jeff, this guy that is like, blistering and he's like getting a little out of hand, and he's saying, "No, you don't know what you're talking about." I feel like with a strong hit with a match, I feel like even this guy is like, you come over and you like get this guy to back down.
Oh, so there was initially the village was going crazy, right? And it was kind of a tizzy, it's half and half. And so one person you guys went to, and he kind of went into Sai's face. Is that what was happening?
Yeah, it's like they were trying to calm people down and get them to be
Right.
like, all right, listen, this is what the chief says. This one guy got super like aggro about it and was like, no, we have to open our doors. This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Nah,
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
I stepped in. Mind your mouth. You're speaking to a future chieftain of this village.
Yeah. Mind you, this is the first time that there's two chieftains in the making. You know,
This guy, you step up to him and he like looks like he wants to like throw hands, but he backs down.
So
you
when
are like, he looks at you, he sees that you've got the glow in your eyes, and he just backs on down.
So this was a role based on Mike's heart, which is his courage, willpower, empathy, sociability, and loyalty. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that he has to roll best. Okay. So this was a sociability.
And he says, I don't think you know what you're talking about, but one day we'll have our way. Your chieftain. We'll see about that. And he does back down.
So just
Yeah.
these decisions that we're supposed to be making as a group in the normal game is what we're supposed to be doing, but how we're supposed to be doing it right now, because Eric is DMing, is like Eric would be making all these decisions instead of as a group.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be something story impactful, but in this case, it was just kind of a
Flavor. This is flavor. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think this is pretty important. So, I think you've done your job. Okay. Most of the villagers kind of calmed down. You can tell there's people who are still pretty bitter. But most of it is kind of like, settle down and, like, all right, we did a job. We should go and talk to Pops, see how he's doing now. Because this can't be an easy decision, to be honest, for him,
I like Venom Singer's commentary, by the way. It's funny.
It's a nice little flavor test. This is the first time, by the way, Venom, that we've ever done D&D with like a chat going on, so bear with us. It's all new to us. But yeah, you guys, I think, if you want, I figured you should go and talk to Pops now, see how he's doing. If not, then it's your choice.
So we succeeded in quelling the rebellion. Cool.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. We're chilling.
All right.
I mean, I can hear Jabby
Sai.
laugh now and then, which I think is funny, but that's it.
Sai. Let us tell Father that the village is calmed down.
All
right.
We're going.
So, hold on. I did want to say this to you, Venom Slinger. When you hear, just like I said to everybody else, we're like Olive Garden here. When you come to this chat, we're like family, okay? All right. One time, but in the beginning, I said we're like Arby's, and I said we're here family, but they're actually, we have the meat, and technically that's true too. We do have the meat here, but we.
What? Eric, what are you cooking right now?
I meant to say when you hear your family. Anyway, let's go talk to Dad. Okay, so you see your father, and he's kind of like in a very shoveled, gentle thing. Just like, head in the hand, looking down. He's like, oh boy, it's a lot. He's now technically Irish.
No, Irish.
Technically Irish.
He went from like gruff to Irish real quick.
How is he out there? Is it bad?
No, Father, we've managed to quell the rebellion.
Thank you, lot. I couldn't handle it anymore. Me mind was going crazy. I think back to me old boys back in La Hardera, and back when they made me the Dark Breaker. Whew. Did I tell you that story that one time when I broke the dark? It was amazing.
Yes, Father, you've told us many times.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I lose myself in these stories sometimes. Anyway, boys, the village. It's. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You open these doors. You invite this chaos, and there's strangers out there, but we know each other. Everybody here, we're family. You don't know.
Olive Garden.
It's like an Olive Garden. The people when they come in here, they bringing in the meat, and we don't need. No, when the people come in though, there's illness, and who they might just take us for the Star Shard. They might just use us, and then throw us away.
You're the Ironbreaker. They can't stop you.
Oh, whoa! I'm not the Iron Breaker. I'm the fucking Dark Breaker. Get your mouth set side.
Apologies, Father.
I forgot our own family name for a moment.
You're the dog breaker. You're brave. You're courageous. Why are you living in fear? We should be out there adventuring, trading. We should open it up. I agree with the people.
I'm Elas. But it takes courage to say no. It's easy to say yes. You know, all these people see me and they go against me, but think about it from my heart. Of course, I want you guys to go see more of the world and be happy, but I'm afraid. I'm sorry, but this is the most I'm going to hear of it. I don't want it. So instead, can you guys go and fetch some food for us? Go out in the village. Go and spread your loins. I'm just joking. But no, seriously, go out there and please go get some food for the village. I think the people are rowdy. Keep them fed. You know, they're not themselves when they're hungry.
The amount of road, yes.
Product placement.
How much product placement in this village?
Let them eat the cake. It's up to you if you want to keep talking to me. Let's be. So now there you go. Your father has set you out on your first quest. You can now go out in the village if you want. Explore the village, or you can go outside the village. You can also press A to talk to me again.
And I roll perception.
This is good because there is a move that we need to do here, which is swear a vow. Even though I know it doesn't sound like this is something that you're like swearing a vow. This doesn't have to be a very serious thing, but because it is important mechanical. This is your first quest, is to go out and find sustenance for the village. So let me figure out how to do this.
Where does
If
Satan
I look
come from?
under quest moves, swear an iron vow. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow and give it a rank. Then roll plus heart. You swear this vow to a connection, add +1, and if you share a bond, add +2. So let me look at connections really quick.
Satan, by the way, what are you doing here?
'Cause
What kind of games do you
certainly
play?
you
Or do
guys
you just
already
like
have a
you just like
connection.
curious about G&D?
Father's a bond.
Let me see. Make a connection. When you search out a new relationship or give focus to an existing relationship, roll plus heart. So this is already... Certainly you already have a connection. Test your relationship. Interesting. Okay, so this is already someone that you have a bond with. Because this is your father. So, if you guys both go to swear an iron vow, then click on... There's only heart. So, but you want to add +2. So in the adds box, click that up to +2,
Okay.
and then roll.
What kind of like MOBAs and stuff like that do you play?
Ads box.
RTS. I don't play too much
Where am I going?
RTS. I did play MOBAs. I played,
In moves under quest moves,
sometimes so.
swear an
In
iron
card
vow.
games too. But if you mean like card games like
Adds
Slay the
to-
Spire, or do you mean like
And we
card
need
games
to give
like,
this vow a rank. This
like
is just going
Uno?
out to find food, so I feel like the rank of this is probably troublesome. The way that ranks work is, let me add a campaign vow, is get food for village. The ranks are troublesome, dangerous, formidable, extreme, or epic. The troublesome is like, this is a routine task that is not going to take too much effort to accomplish, but it is something that you have to go out of your way to do. This means this is like going to actually take a decent amount of effort. This is something that you could feasibly fail. However, you're likely to succeed if you persevere. Formidable is something that is a pretty strong challenge. It's going to be hard to do, but you can do it if you put your mind to it. Beam is something that you are likely to fail without like luck or
did you watch
circumstance
Arcane?
or a whole lot of time invested.
Fiend
Epic
to
is
wanna
like
play-
this is
like,
something
play
that would take
League,
you years
but
to
I never
accomplish. This
did.
is like end game
I play
boss
Hearthstone.
if it in terms of a
I
fight
played,
or like lifelong goal in terms of a quest.
I enjoyed Hearthstone, but I don't play it too
So
much.
those are the ranks.
Played a little bit Yu-Gi-Oh!
My feeling is that going out and getting
and I
food for the
started
village
getting
would be
into
troublesome.
collecting
But I guess you
Pokemon
could
recently.
make an argument for it being dangerous if they need to go somewhere that is like
That's like a
off
new
the beat. What do
hobby.
you guys think?
Eric, leader.
Say it again. I'm sorry. No, I'm listening. I heard it, but it was also saying like,
We're saying like, so what do we think is the rank of this quest? Do you feel like this is troublesome, or is it a little bit more dangerous?
I don't think it would be too dangerous. I mean, you're going out to go hunt, you know, and there's always the option, sons of there'd be monsters out there. He doesn't intend for it to be troublesome.
Oh, you mean dangerous?
Yeah.
Because troublesome is just it's basic, it's easy, it's free.
Oh yeah, he doesn't intend for it to be dangerous. He intends for it to just be troublesome. I mean, these are his kids. He would not send his adopted children out to be, going to fucking fight fucking Rathlos out there,
So we might be hunting, but like it's something we've done before 1,000 times. So it's
Don't
gonna be
apologize. It's me. I'm talking to you.
Okay, so I have added a troublesome vow track. So if you guys go to the swear an iron vow, add +2, and then roll.
I just
And
opened up,
give me 1 second while
like
you
a
guys
new
roll that.
bottle of like whiskey in it. It tastes fucking weird, bro.
I'll be back in just a second. Hold on.
So when you said get food, you did what you did in like you meant we need to go like out the walls and hunt for said food.
Yes.
we're not. Are we leaving the walls? So we're going outside.
You're going outside the
Yeah,
walls. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
That's fine. Making sure. I'm just making sure.
I mean, honestly, so your father is very traditional, and he's nomadic. So right now, in his mind, villagers are upset, and he's like, you know what, people on a empty stomach are fucking like they're crazy. Let's get fresh food. I'm gonna send my kids out. I've trained them to be, whatever. And it's just, whatever. So it's an easy fetch quest. What you do when you're outside is up to you, whether you listen to your father or not. It's up to you. But he's sending you out to get food.
I'm back.
I can't roll.
You can't
Wait.
roll.
Wait, are we rolling this iron ballot now?
Sun's bait.
Work for me, Jeff.
I click on swear an iron vow, and I can put the heart and +2, but there's no like actual roll button.
Click on the heart
I can
box.
do nowadays. I used to not
Oh,
be able to. I
right,
cannot do
right,
vodka.
right.
Yeah, the way
I
it's
cannot
like
do
that,
vodka,
or
'cause of
the reason it's
college.
like that, Jebby, is because usually for moves, there's multiple stats you can click.
Right.
But for swear an iron vow is always heart, but it uses the same like UI.
By the way,
was I
boys,
supposed to give myself momentum before? By the way, I didn't.
Yeah,
sometimes
your momentum was supposed to go up to +3 previously.
Okay.
um,
I got
Your
a weak
momentum
hit.
should already be +3.
fuck with tequila. I do fuck with tequila. Sorry, sometimes I do mute chat, boys, because I don't want to be talking over you, and I'm just talking to chat. So I apologize
You're
if. Okay.
It's okay. So what are our rolls here?
I got
I
a
got-
weak hit.
What else got a weak hit?
Okay. On a weak hit, you are determined but begin your quest with more questions than answers. Take +1 momentum
So
and
stuck.
envision what you do to find a path forward. Okay, so if you guys both increase your momentum to +4,
Wait, Zach, this is an assumption that they want to go hunt. Do you guys want to go hunt?
yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to go.
What about you, Jabby? Are you going to hunt?
Brother, now's our chance. We can go on an adventure. Maybe a quick one, but we can go see. Let's explore a little bit. Like you promised.
I know I promised, but now is not the time to stir things up. Our time will come.
Up to you, Jabby. Are you gonna listen to your brother, or are you just gonna
What
skedaddle?
if we just went to the caves where the meteorite struck? What if we just walked around there just an easy bit?
All right, but we'll make it fast.
Okay.
Do we feel like this is what the complication is? Is that you're going to take this detour? I mean, I feel like that makes sense narratively here. I know you were probably
Yeah.
going to do it anyways, but
No, I don't think they
Narratively,
had to, but I think
or the way
narratively
the
now
role
I
worked
added
out.
that. Now they have to take
Yeah.
a detour.
I think that makes sense. That way we don't have to add another complication to this. I think that
Villain
Yeah.
arc.
So
Aggressive.
yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, Jabby wants to go explore a little bit. Mike wants to complete the quest, and there's now a complication because now he has to go appease Sai.
I think that makes sense. I like that.
I did
I'm
interrupt
going
the
on an
bad part.
adventure.
Okay,
I'm
so
going on an adventure.
can I describe what they come across?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so as you're exploring, are you trying to go specifically to the meteorite area?
Yeah.
Okay, Zach, can you do me a favor? What are you doing about the area? Are you looking down into like into the
Oh,
hole?
we're going in, baby.
Is there a way to like roll for footing?
To like try not to fall in, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, so okay, so the way that this kind of thing works in the game is again, so think of this as being much more narrative.
Mhm.
We're not just going to like pull stuff
Okay.
to see what happens.
Okay.
We're going to say what happens, and then if a roll applies, then we will roll to add some randomness. So
Mhm.
if you think it is more narratively interesting for him to be inspecting the edge of this crater and then slip in,
100%.
then that's what happens.
I think
right? like
it-
we don't
I think it
we don't
sh-
have to roll for that kind of a thing.
I think narratively, I want Jabby to go and look at the crater and slip.
Then that is what happens.
All right, brother.
Um,
Look at this crazy cavern. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Now, Sai, if you want to like, because you have like slipped and you're falling into this crater, if you want to like make some kind of a roll to like try and regain like your ground or like scramble to stop or like whatever you think your character would do when you slip, describe what you think you would do here, and then we can see if a roll applies. Right? So like again, it's like narrative first. You're slipping and falling into this thing. what does your character do in reaction to that?
Gotcha. I was trying to set up the scene before I just fell right in.
This is like backstab Mike. Let me finish.
I was looking at the cavern and how I suddenly slipped. Help me, step bro. I'm falling.
I'm falling.
All right. Well, I mean,
Reach out to my brother as I fall.
what else is there to do but aim for the bush?
You dive in.
Yeah. Oh, without a second thought.
All right. So
My purpose is my brother.
And I can't get up.
there you
like
go.
there can be a roll,
Yes.
essentially, which is face danger.
I think I just roll to see if they take damage now, because I have a plan for them anyway.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so face danger. When you attempt something risky or react to an imminent threat, envision your action and roll. If you act with speed, mobility, or agility, roll plus ed. That sounds... Yeah, the other ones don't sound correct. So I think...
Well, yeah, I reach for my brother, and he dives in. Maybe I do catch his hand, but now we're falling. I'm trying to scrape on a wall, but we're both just dropping down the side of this cliff.
Okay, all right.
Possibly
I
something.
feel like this is a face danger for Sai, and then we will see what happens with Lori. So under adventure moves, Jabby, you click on face danger, and then you're gonna roll plus edge.
But you have high edge.
Speed, mobility, +2. So yeah, kinda. All right, let's see.
And make sure you take away your adds if you still have them. Put that back down to plus 0.
Not yet.
Well,
They don't.
what's
they
max
don't carry
edge?
over
Max
from the
edge is
last
+3, right? So +2 is pretty high.
Yeah,
Your edge is you're about to make me edge. Sorry, continue.
I got a weak hit.
Just one hit.
Okay. On a weak hit, you succeed, but not without a cost. Make a suffer move -1. So we're gonna go to suffer moves. Here you have the
My edge is the highest.
option.
Can you lose momentum?
Yes.
Possibly.
So
Can a suffer move, right?
Yeah, so I think you just do that, right?
you can basically, when it says make a suffer move, you get to choose what happens. You should choose what makes the most narrative sense here. If you think endure harm makes the most narrative sense, like, you know, you sprain your ankle or whatever, then that is what you could choose. Lose momentum is like, this is just like setting you back. You don't think this is going to endure any harm, but you have been set back, like, on your quest, right? So, like, that could also make a lot of sense here.
All right, so we're tumbling down. I'm facing the wall. I'm sliding, trying to grab
Wait,
it.
where's the thing that you're currently?
Right now, we're looking at suffer moves on the left-hand side.
Towards the bottom.
Oh, I see.
Well, I guess not that far. Yeah.
Slightly under midway. I think there's also an
Um,
argument to be made for, like, sacrifice resources. Like, maybe you lose something important, like from your pack or whatever, as you're tumbling. You know, up to you.
I
Whatever
would
you think is
say what makes
narratively.
the most sense right now
What do you
is
think in,
either enduring harm or losing momentum, because now
What kind
it
of
was supposed to be a
DMing
quick look at the crater.
for
I've
your
fallen in now.
session do you plan on doing, Venom?
So it's going to take longer to do the quest that our father had assigned to us initially.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, because you're about to get
Lose
sidetracked.
momentum. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep, because I'm about to make you get sidetracked. All right.
Okay. When you are delayed or disadvantaged, suffer -1 momentum for a minor setback or -2 for a serious setback. This was a -1 suffer, so lower your momentum by 1.
All right.
Jabby,
Um,
can I describe what happens?
All right.
Zach?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hold on, Venom. So as you were tumbling into the crater, you know, what you known to be the meteorite strike, you fall down and you actually fall through something, and you keep falling through like these vines and vines, and you find yourself getting caught up into the bottom, okay? You don't take, you know, like any like crazy hits or any injury, because all the vines kind of like slowed your, you know, momentum, you know, but you broke through something, you know? And what you see in front of you is this great cavern with these two heavy doors in front. All these runic symbols that you're kind of like, you're not sure what it says. You can kind of maybe piece it together. It could be a puzzle, but you do see like this great big kind of like monstrous giant holding the doors in front of him with two hands. That's it.
Wait, like an actual monster, or is it
No.
made of stone?
Something that, you know, might be an Iron Flame Destructive Mark IV. You hold, you see this, what is it called? Like this mass, this large
metal golem.
metal golem holding the doors with its hands, pushing it like this, either holding it closed or maybe keeping it sealed. You're not sure. You don't know much what's going on, but that's all you see. You see this big room, and you see these two doors, and you see this iron golem holding the doors shut.
Brother, we've fallen. What are we going to do?
falling in. Like, hey, get up.
I was asking, like, you
Um,
were planning to do what DMing?
Did
Did I read that right?
Did I fall, Eric?
You
I
make
was
your
gonna say,
first
Lorian,
campaign.
did Lorian get dragged down with you, or is this?
It's up to you, Laura. Do you just jump in like an anime character and you're like, yo, I got my footing and you're just going to slide down? Because it's easier to just kind of, like, because it's not a surprise to you, you kind of just make your way down a little bit safer?
Oh.
Or do you just YOLO in, jump in, and just try and...
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I see him like crashing down as he goes down, and I'm kind of just like navigating it down, parkouring.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's what I figure. I figure it'd be a little bit more safer for you because it's not, like, unexpected for you. You know, like, Sai fell in, so you're a little bit more cautious. Okay. And I guess you kind of, like, you know, climb down the vines, and you also see this monstrous iron golem holding these two doors, you know? And what around you looks like a very ancient kind of, like, stone, I don't know, temple, who knows? You know, it's just these doors in front of you. A lot of symbols going on. That's it.
Look at that thing. What do you think it is?
Is the golem like actively pushing these doors, or is it just frozen in place?
Frozen in place.
Okay.
Is that how you also thought of it?
Yeah, that was how I thought of it.
Yep.
I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. Whatever you do, be careful. Don't touch anything.
Well, I don't really see any way out of here besides those two doors unless we climb back up. We gotta get that thing out of the way.
All right, stay back. Just let me see if I can figure this out.
and I guess I'm gonna walk up to this.
Yep. This towering stone gateway is half consumed by nature. It has vines and thick roots creeping over it. It looks very weathered. There's just that strange faded runes are carved into the archway. Their meanings kind of, at this point, are lost to like time. You don't know what the fuck they mean, but
Yeah.
something. Some of the symbols kind of like shift a little bit to your eyes, like when you look at it too long. And it's just like an unsettling reminder that this place is kind of like, it defies the normal reality of what you're normal, you know, used to seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, do you interact with the golem that's holding it shut? Do you go whatever? It's up to you.
For now, I say I guess I'll roll. Kind of like just running my hand along the door and the symbols.
The door bears no obvious handles or means of opening.
And I guess I take a look at the golem. I mean, it's got the big video game glowy spot, right? Or is it not glowing right now?
It is not glowing at the moment. No.
I walk up to the robot and say, "Hey, Mr. Golem, can you please move out of the way?" And I push it in the chest.
Can I make a suggestion here?
You could do whatever you want.
What if the core of this golem it's like one of they could like recognize it as like a star shard, but it's like obviously broken or like shattered in some way, and we know that their village has these things. Maybe one of them just has one on them. You know what I mean?
Either that or you're going back to village to go get one. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Your story. But that sounds fine to me because that sounds good. So you
I
can
push it in the chest, and then the thing inside of
Yeah,
it.
just crumbles.
You pop out his AA battery.
Then I'm like, "Brother, is that a star shard?"
you check out his rock hard abs. Exactly.
I sigh. I sigh at the fact of sigh, just YOLOing as always.
You sigh.
I sigh.
I think so. I think we have one in your bag, Si.
Oh yes, I always carry a star shard on me. I reach into my little bag that I'm carrying. and
No,
pull out one of
no.
those star
Jabby,
shards.
what it is this star shard was actually, you wore it around your neck like a necklace. It was kind of left on you when you were a baby, when Ascalon found you.
Ooh. So it's a unique star shard. It's not like the others. It's a little.
It's a unique one.
So this is actually a move. Check your gear. When you check to see if you have a specific helpful item or resource, roll plus supply. So if you are checking your bag for this thing, it's under adventure moves. Check your gear.
It's actually a gun. That'd be cool.
I roll +2.
You don't need to add anything to it. You just roll plus supply, which should be at +5 right now. Should be maxed out.
Strong hit.
Okay. On a strong hit, you have it, and you are ready to act. Take +1 momentum. So you gain a momentum, and you have a star shard on you.
So yes, that you had a star shard on you. You wore it around your neck, if you're okay with that. And it's something that you actually had left to you from your birth parent. You don't know much about them, but that's what you have left of you. And yeah, when Ascalon found you, that's it.
Oh,
Star Shard
I don't want to jump ahead, but I like that it's like something that Sai has carried with them for like a long time.
Yeah.
Because maybe
The
that
one
is
that
like what
I wear around my
influences this
neck.
golem. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like that connection. I like it. Anyways, continue.
Brother, the only star shard I have is this special one. I wear them on my neck.
And listen, it might be our only way out of here. And I told you, it's not special. It's just like any other star shard.
No, but I've had this one to me since before I can even remember.
I mean, try it. There's no way it works.
Was there anything ever like unique to that star shard, specific, like compared to other ones that you ever noticed?
Yeah, this one was like perfectly sphere. The other ones, rough edges or, but this one was like perfectly circular, like it was pure.
What about if you
Or
ever looked at
something.
it in light? Did it ever give off like a color or anything, or something different, or is it just a spear, just a color? I mean, just the size, shape.
I mean, because it was perfectly sphere and like it reflected light a little better. It looked like it glowed. It looked.
Okay. Just getting a feel.
Like it looks like it looks like it's been like worked. Like it's like
I'm
this
thinking
is like
about
a refined
sphere from
star shard.
arcade.
Almost? Yeah.
When-
That's cool.
So you had the only refined star shard that you know of. Okay, interesting.
All right, I guess so. I could just take it back and I stick it into his chest.
It'd be harder. No, continue. Do you want to describe what happens, Zach, or do
It's
you want me
actually
to?
This golem you see as the star shard inside begins to glow with an amber light, and the golem itself creaks with like an audible metal creaking sound, almost like a rusty door hinge. And then the two eyes on the face of this golem suddenly flare to life with that same amber glow. Almost like
brother,
there's
I
a
think
fire
that-
emanating from somewhere within. The metal creaks and groans, and it stands up straight. And it looks down at you menacingly and starts moving its hands towards you and offers one of them as like a handshake.
I said menacingly.
I'm in like protector position, so I'm standing in front of Sai with my arm across their chest. So I'm just like, get back!
Greetings. I am Iron Flame Destructor Mark IV. You may call me Mark.
I think it might be friendly. And I start to reach up towards the hand to go to shake it.
Iron Giant. Go-to movie, by the way.
I grab the hand and I hold it.
Yeah, it like shakes your hand surprisingly for like a big metal thing. This is like a surprisingly delicate handshake. It's like a very light touch.
You are friends, Iron Giant?
Scanning. Information not found. Oh,
I think
please identify yourself.
I'm Sai Darkforged. This is my brother Lorian Darkbreaker.
What are names? What if it's from far outside the village?
Could you help us get out of
Database.
here?
Information updated. Oh, Psy break.
It corrected you to Darkbreaker.
What is it? Darkbreaker?
I'm Darkforged.
Why are you
Dark-
Darkforged? I always thought about that.
I don't know. Is that a
Interesting.
mistake or is that a reason for that?
I don't know. You named yourself.
Oh, I thought you all had the same last name.
It's up to
I'm-
side.
I don't know why mine is different.
I don't know why it's different either. I'm not gonna lie. No clue.
It must have been a mistake.
Must
Dude,
have been the
rules.
win. So Sai, being the rebellious child that she is, or she it is, didn't want to go specifically with her adopted parents' last name, but she does respect them. So she did take the dark part, but she changed Forge because she wants to forge her own future. So
Oh, I like that.
that is Sai. Sai
like
Darkforged.
Please, Preacher 2, identify yourself.
That doesn't matter. Can you help us out of here? Bucket of bolts.
Information unknown. Yeah, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay, I mean, so there is runic symbols on the door. I and Lorian do not know it. You can see if Mark knows it, but it looks like Mark's database might be. Also, I'm not even sure why Mark was holding that door closed. It is a question that Mark knows.
Wait, does Mark actually know that?
Yeah, well, past Mark does. I don't know if current Mark does. Because current
I feel
Mark
like-
is kind of reset, it looks like.
Yeah, I feel like current Mark has literally just reset, and like
Yep.
data banks are all empty.
Yep, so past,
Corruption
past,
detected.
past Mark knows.
Resetting data banks.
I will say Venom Slinger. We had decided before this campaign come out, unlike most campaigns, we're playing as like kids, teenagers
Yes.
this time. So we're a little
Because
we're
we-
a little more reckless.
we were curious to see how the world would interact with teenagers, and also, just to also give it that level of like angst that kids would have. I wanted them to be kind of like involved in the politics of the world, because in D&D I feel like politics kind of no one gives a fuck about the story sometimes, and everybody just wants to kill shit. So in this way, teenagers, they kind of a little bit have to be forced a little bit by the parents, but then they also rebel, so it gives room for kind of railroading, but also opening it up a little bit. Who's the angsty one?
Is the elder brother.
The angsty one is definitely Sai, and Lorian is the older brother. I don't know if they're directly related. I don't think they specifically are they? But I do know that Ascalad, the chieftain, found them when he was moving along, on one of his, let's say hunts. If the village has been there for a while, he was out hunting, and he definitely found Lorian, kind of protecting Sai. Sai being a little infant at the time with a little necklace on. And Sai was, like a little dagger, like, stay away. I'm warning you. And so Lorian's very protective over Sai. And Sai, just being an infant at the time, doesn't remember anything. So she is just rebellious. And a little backstory to Sai is that the reason why we say he is because they are a changeling, and she does not remember her.
I guess in this I'm a shape changer. It's not quite a changeling.
Right, but do you remember? Is this like a thing? Like, do you have a gender now?
I mean, I guess right now I'm a girl, but
yeah. But I thought like the whole thing was that you didn't remember what your original gender was, so you are technically ambiguous because you don't remember. Like, even when you were born, you would just kind of like change, so you don't remember what your original gender was. So that's why. So it's constantly changing. The thing is, I think every time you change, am I wrong?
We decided something. I don't quite remember the specifics to it, but I can read you the description, or show you or you can look at the description of my ability.
I don't know. I remember you like changing a lot. You have an alternate form that triggered. Oh yeah, so it was every time you would change your exterior form, you would trigger some kind of magical thing happening. And magic in this world is pretty rare.
I think it was a thing of like, it was like there are times when Sai like kind of goes haywire and like, can't stop from changing.
It's probably I think it has to do with a very strong
Lorian,
emotional feeling.
And then Lorian can like anchor Sai.
Yeah. I think it has to do with like emotional, like strong emotions. Sai changes her shape, and when they change, they also tend to trigger a really strong magical. And Lorian, being a bard, would became well. Actually, wait, are you still a bard, Lorian?
No, not really.
Okay.
I would say I'm dependent. To answer your question, Venom Slinger, I'm dependent on it. More like I'm not annoyed.
More what?
He said, "Am I dependent, or does the overprotectiveness annoy me?" And I would say that the overprotectiveness does not annoy me. I'm dependent on it. Like, I always rely on him to look out for me.
I think your recklessness is driven by the fact that you always know that Lorian will be there to protect you. So you're free to be a little more reckless because you're like, I'll be fine. He'll protect me.
Yeah, brothers always protect.
Big brother. So that's that. Okay, so Zach is going to try to open the doors, but with brute force.
I'm actually going to you see Mark he holds his palms out flat, and that like amber energy starts to glow from the palms, and he's going to like try to use like a fiery laser to like melt a hole in this door. That's what he's going to try to do.
That's a good question. You should ask that for the boys.
Which means I'm going to roll Firebrand. Wield fiery energy. When you rest and meditate to gather this energy, blah, 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 blah. When you make moves aided by this energy to attack or overcome obstacles, add +2 and suffer -1.
I can't answer that question yet, Venom, because my character's not ready to reveal that information to his brother.
So this is going to be secure an advantage. Attempt to gain leverage. Is this secure an advantage, or is this face danger? No, this is secure. When you assess a situation, make preparations, or attempt to gain leverage, envision your action and roll. If you act, this is going to be with strength. Well, this isn't necessarily with strength. This is with
Magic?
expertise, focus, or observation. That makes sense to me. Roll plus wits. So I'm going to roll plus wits and add +2 from Firebrand.
Yes. I agree.
That is a weak hit. And I'm going to suffer -1 fire. My fire goes down to +2. Secure an advantage. On a hit, you succeed. On a weak hit, choose 1. Take +2 momentum or add +1 on your next move. I'll just take +2 momentum.
What is momentum?
Momentum you can burn to replace a roll. So if you fail a roll, for example, you could burn your momentum to replace your roll with whatever your momentum is.
So a weak hit, what happens with that?
What happens with what?
With a weak hit? Because like we can make progress, but we can also say that technically, is it like a...
So this is saying that I succeed in what I was trying to do. Whether or not that actually opens up the door is kind of up to you at the moment.
I'm going to say that
if you think that there is no way that this would work, then it doesn't work.
I'm going to say that you do it, and you it bounces off the door in a certain way that you end up blowing another hole behind you, like open more wide, that you can exit to go back up.
Oh, okay. So it's like, gotcha. So like I can't melt through this door, but I'm just like I instead melt like what the stone beside, or just like the earth, because like this is just like a crumbling sort of pathway that opened up.
Or are you saying like this thing like reacted to it and like shock waved backwards?
Yes,
like,
it definitely reacted to a way. So it seems like this door was definitely built in a way that it is definitely resistant to Zach's magic, for one, or Zach's abilities. So it's definitely was prepared for Zach type energies. I'll say that, or Mark. I should say his name, Mark. Ability.
Interesting.
But it did, reflect off, and it did hit. So there's probably a different way to open that door, but you have now found another way out to go back. Do you progress?
So yeah, like this,
whether you go
this
back, it's up to
blast
you.
just sort of reverberates back, and like more of this cave above kind of collapses open and like creates a path out.
Yeah, it kind of reverberates, which is weird because it looked very mossy and very like stone based, but I guess it technically isn't. Maybe
Door
it's
seems impervious to fire energy. Updating databanks.
Yep.
New way out located. Creatures, please follow me.
Whether you keep going or you try to, if you really want to get your way in there, we can go do that now. But your way out is there, and your village is still hungry, and you've waited a while.
Yeah, I kneel down. I kneel down and I grab Sai by the shoulders. Like, I'm just like,
Listen, we have to return. We've probably been gone long enough already as it is. I need you to understand. We cannot tell Father.
Of course, but it's cool underground cavern. We had to explore it. We have to come back with more people. He would hide behind that secret door.
Listen, this place is obviously very dangerous. We weren't supposed to be here in the first place, and Father is under enough stress as it is.
We'll just come back another time.
That's fine.
I guess we'll follow that weird robot out of here.
Sure.
You see, Mark seems like he's kind of malfunctioning, and he says, "Directive not found. Updating. Directive. Protect. Sai. Darkforged."
Me?
And he just turns and like steps up to like stand near you, Sai.
All right. You guys are heading back to the village with this big robot. Let's see.
I don't want to bring back the robot because
you like step away from him, and he just like steps forward and just like is staying directly.
Yeah, it's like
to you.
I don't. It looks like
we don't have a choice.
This new robot's my friend.
For now, Sai, just be careful.
Okay, come along, big robot friend.
Accompanying.
Okay. Are you guys going back to the village, or are you doing anything else before?
Yeah, or we're climbing out the hole and we gotta go get food.
Are you getting food, or are you going straight back to the village? It's up to you two.
We can't go back empty-handed.
You got a robot now. What do you mean?
I mean,
We're gonna eat the robot.
We need to roll something real quick because we just escaped the sort of danger that we were in, and we are currently on a quest. So your quest moves we need to reach a milestone.
Can I go and get more water real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can go talk it out with Ben.
When you make headway in your quest by doing any of the following: overcoming a critical obstacle, I would say that makes a lot of sense here, gaining meaningful insight, completing a perilous expedition, acquiring a crucial item or resource, earning vital support, or defeating a notable foe. You may mark progress per the rank of the vow. So I feel like this is definitely falls under that category. So under our tracks, I'm going to mark progress. So if you guys look on your character sheet and go to the tracks tab.
Tracks tab.
Yep. And then if you scroll down to campaign vows, you'll see get food for village there. Hopefully it should be a shared vow.
Where's the tracks tab?
Yeah, I see it.
And then we can't food.
So because this is, you see how there's 3 boxes checked in?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So because this is a troublesome track, every time we mark progress, 3 boxes get filled. If this was a dangerous track, only 2 boxes would get filled.
Yeah, sure.
If this was formidable, only 1 box would get filled. If it was, I forget what the next one is, extreme, only half a box would get filled. And if it was epic, only 1 tick would get filled, which would mean in order to fill this thing up, you would have to mark progress like 80 times or something. So that is how difficulty works. But these tracks, by the way, knowing how they work is going to be very important, because these tracks are used for lots and lots and lots of things in this game. Tracks is how we do everything. It's how we do quests. It's how combat is done, for example. So when we're fighting things, they don't have health bars, they have tracks. So knowing the way tracks work is important, because that same sort of setup, dangerous, troublesome, whatever, with these different progress tracks, that is going to be used constantly. So we've marked progress here, which would mean in order to finish completing this quest, we need to mark progress probably at least 1 more time, ideally 2 more times. The way that completing a track works depends on the type of track. Basically, what that means is we're going to roll dice, and instead of comparing it to a challenge die, we compare it to the progress on our track. And
right.
if our but it would be very hard to do that, right? Because it'd be hard to roll beneath that. So that's the way the tracks work. Which is why, so like in fights and stuff, this becomes important, because you could try to just finish a fight right off the bat, but if you fail, there's consequences. So it's always a good idea to try and mark as much progress as you can before you try and finish a track. So we've marked 3 progress, or we've marked 1 progress, which is 3 boxes on this quest. I would suggest we try and get another milestone before completing it, which in this case is probably going to be finding some food.
I had a funny idea, actually. I feel like it's a cute little idea.
What's up?
It's like, I think we go to like, this, I don't know. I see it like a movie. We go to like a spot where like we gather, maybe there's like large fruits that come off a tree, right? Like a typical gathering spot for us to go get food. We go to do that. And look inside, I asked the robot to help. And the robot's like, yeah, of course, help Sai. And he grabs the tree from the trunk and just rips it out.
just plows down the entire tree.
Literally
to, like,
pulls
knock
the
it
tree
down
out.
closer.
He pulls the tree out the ground and is now carrying it.
Sai is just like reaching for a single apple, and he's just like, instead of like bending down the one branch, he just knocks the entire tree over.
I feel like that would be hilarious. He just brings the tree back to the village.
No, that's good. I like that.
We're making our own stories, so it happened.
I like that.
It's canon.
I like it.
Yeah, I
That
don't
sounds
even
good.
want to roll for that, because I think it's an inconsequential thing and it's
Yeah.
funny.
Do you know how long it takes a tree to grow? Tell me a druid comes out.
yeah. The druids of the village are not.
you do
going to
that,
beat them.
and a giant orangutan comes out. You must fist fight him now. No.
Okay, so let's mark progress. Let's mark progress on our quest, I think.
You got food.
Because I feel like getting food is a trivial thing.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're at 6 out of 10.
Yeah. If you were going
on our
hunting,
tracker.
that would have been something else. But if you're going like foraging, that's something else too. And that's also food. It's a good way to do it.
Got a whole tree of apples.
I mean, Eric, if you want us to roll for this to make
No.
it more challenging,
No.
then I'm totally cool.
We're ready to go back to this village. I'm okay with that. Go ahead, roll it.
In that case, let's try and fulfill this vow. When you reach the end of your quest, roll the challenge dice and compare to your progress. So we just want to roll challenge dice.
Roll it, Eric,
What?
or is it something we have to roll?
I think it's you guys.
I rolled. I got a weak hit.
This is a shared thing. Oh, Jabby, you rolled it? And that's a weak hit, you said?
It didn't,
On a
it didn't
weak
give me,
hit,
like, an option.
as
It literally
above.
just
So
goes
your
to
vow
the-
is fulfilled. We've completed the quest. Mark a reward on your quest's legacy track per the vow's rank. Troublesome is any allies who shared this vow also mark the reward. So if you scroll up on the tracks tab to your quest's legacy track, just hit the little plus button on the far right.
See
You
it.
should get one little tick in that tracker.
See it?
Okay, so the reason that this is important, like I said, fulfilling vows and stuff is how you level up. This is what that means. We have these 3 different quote-unquote legacy tracks
Okay.
called quests, bonds, and discoveries. As we mark progress on these, we're going to earn basically experience points that we can then spend to level up. So every time we completely fill one of these boxes, which is 4 ticks, we will unlock the experience points underneath it. So you can see each of these like progress boxes has the 2 little check boxes underneath. Those are the experience points that we can then use to level up. But don't worry about that for now. Just know for now we marked 1 tick on the quest box. And then there's other things that we can also do. I also feel like, because I didn't think of it, we made a discovery just then, which was that door. If you go to exploration moves, make a discover. Your exploration of a waypoint uncovers something wondrous. Roll on the table below or choose one. We can just choose one. Then envision the nature of the discovery and how it is revealed. When you first experience or engage with the discovery, you and your allies mark 2 ticks on your discovery's legacy track. In this case, I don't think we need to roll on this table because we know what it was. This was obviously a safeguarded or hidden location, which is 66 to 70. So you guys can both mark 2 ticks on the discovery's track.
We're double ticked up on a Thursday afternoon.
Double ticked up.
This is Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Or maybe in game is Thursday, bitch. Shut up.
And I forget how the bonds one goes. But
Because
we will
yesterday you said
probably
the same
end up
thing. I was like,
marking
does he still
bonds
think
as
it's
well.
Thursday?
It's 2 in the morning, bitch. It's Thursday. Eat shit.
He's so angry when it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
What about
We
you?
haven't gotten to the
You
village.
made, I mean, my whole bond is to protect my brother. I jumped into the fucking pit for him. I think maybe I level up that bond legacy too. You know what I'm saying? Just
Get this man a hamburger. That's what I'm saying.
keep it going.
Not himself when he's
Keep
hungry.
it going. I forgot you were in here, Venom.
I like how we just have these names. We got Venom, we got Spirit, Snug, Snuffy. So that's a complete, right? We completed the quest.
Oh, yeah, was there a caveat?
Yes. So yeah, basically we're going back to the village with the apple tree, the entire tree.
Is it apples? Is it bananas? Is it apples?
It's banapples, which are yellow fruit with a soft peel, but then when you peel them, there's a hard, sweet flesh inside. It's basically an apple, but with a banana peel.
Say that again, but
normal.
really, really slow.
Yeah.
You are a dirty bird.
Dirty bird. So you're saying I'm a nasty cock?
I'm saying you got a nasty cack.
Kitty bone.
He's tired. He came here to say what's up.
Rid of your shit.
Now he had a hamburger. You okay, Papa?
All right, so we're all ticked up.
We're all ticked up.
Yeah.
All right, to the village.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do we think
Robot
this looks
in
like?
a tree.
Okay.
Yeah, just a robot dragging a tree into the village.
So-
I feel like that's going to make a huge.
You return to the village only to be.
Well, hold on. Are we trying to do that in some kind of a stealthy way?
No, I'm walking up to the front door. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You return to the village, and only to see that the front door, is not really manned, but you do hear a loud commotion coming from the inside the village.
What kind of commotion?
I don't know. We'll walk in, find out.
Where's
Oh.
the gate guard?
I think something's wrong.
It is strange.
Can I do a scan of the location to look for dangers?
Sure.
So I'm going to roll gather information. When you scanning area, When you search for clues, conduct an investigation, analyze evidence, or do research, roll plus wits. That is a miss. Oh boy.
Must have been the wind.
You don't use your momentum.
No. On a miss, your investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price.
Oh boy.
Wait, so if you fail finding danger right now, you're gonna find danger.
Yes, exactly.
Oh boy.
Pay the price. When you suffer the outcome of an action, choose one. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Okay. Eric, what happens?
I exactly exactly. Zach goes and he envisions just a tremendous threat right inside the village. So he uses his heat beam and blasts it through the front.
Threats detected. Engaging combat.
Shit.
Wait, hold on. What threats are you detecting?
Sai, get down!
And I just blast a hole in the gate.
Okay.
Is there somebody on the other side that just got turned to mush?
As the smoke subsides, you see that the whole village is left just in gasps, staring back at the broken, exploded gate. And you see no visual threats.
Oh shit.
Okay. I run in front of the Mark, and I'm just kind of like holding up my hands and back to the village. Just like, no, Mark, stop! These were good people.
Whoa, demon!
Databanks updated. No threats found. Greetings.
But that looks like a fucking demon to me. Let's stone him.
He goes to like wave at them as like a hello, but he's still holding the tree, so he's just like waving the tree in the air. The apples are just going flying in every direction.
Look, it got the tree.
We're gonna die!
That was my favorite tree.
You see one guy.
My pineapple tree.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Okay. And then you see I'm just gonna stop the trolling, and then you see Zahari run up to you. Children, it's your father. What happened to him?
What happened to father?
what do you mean?
I don't know. He won't wake up. He's in some kind of like deep sleep, and I don't know. There's nothing in the books about this.
Let's quickly run over to father with our robot and
No, that can't be possible. Bring me to my father now.
What are all the rest of the people doing?
Oh, they're back
This
there, and
robot
they're
is
like
waving
little
the
by
tree.
some of them. All the villagers are in the back, and they're just beating Mark with like sticks as he's just chilling around.
Hello, friend. I am Mark.
I yell back to Mark as we're running over to father. Just give them apples.
Active. Determined. Pass apples to villagers. And Mark is just handing out banapples. He's just holding them out as they're just like batting.
So when you go back there, you see your father kind of like he's panting and breathing really heavily. His eyes are closed. He's laying on his bed, and his heart is beating so fast. What's it called? Zahari tells you that as soon as they left, he just looked like he just got hit with like exhaustion. Like it's the very essence of him. It's like he was talking to him, but his thoughts were like kind of like sluggish, like he wasn't making sense, and he was bringing up things, but it just everything kind of just seemed like he was saying things, but he was mentioning things from before, like they just happened, and he just couldn't keep focus. And he just had like this darkened look around his eyes, and then it was just getting worse. The longer you guys were away, he just kept on getting worse until his heartbeat was like beating really, really, really fast. That the witch doctor, he put him into kind of like a sleep to kind of like subside his symptom. Now he was like, his heartbeat's beating so fast. If I kind of put him into sleep, maybe it'll kind of get him into like a relaxation. But he's never seen anything like this. So it's nothing that his medicine that he knows he can cure.
Father, I haven't seen the soul sucked from you like this since mother.
I think should we end it like that? That sounds pretty good.
Daddy?
Should we end it right there? Like a cliffhanger?
30 a.m.
We can end it there.
I think that sounds pretty good. I mean,
that.
I could leave it with like if you guys like want to go do something, but I feel like I think coming back from that and getting a giant iron golem and blasting a hole, and then finding coming back to realization that your father is now in a very
What the hell happened to Zaddy?
I don't know, he's in a fucked up state.
All right, Jabby, you know what time it is. Additional.
So I mean, we can keep going.
Actually,
but
yes. Well, hold on, because there's a move here called End a Session. When you end a significant session or chapter of play, reflect on the events of the game and identify any missed opportunities to mark progress. If you strengthened any of your ties to a connection, develop your relationship. If you moved forward on a quest, reach a milestone. We already completed our quest, so maybe this is a situation where we need to create a new quest, but I feel like that can wait until next session.
Yeah, I definitely have the new quest set up for you. Find a
If
cure.
you strengthened your ties to a connection, develop your relationship. Do you feel like you guys need to roll develop a relationship with
Robot, yes.
Mark.
well, not the robot, because I don't think we have connections with each other in the party.
Toxic.
I will double check in the rules, but I don't think so. I think connections are just with NPCs.
So you're gonna talk about Zahari? How about Mark? What's it called? Mark's connection with all the villagers.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me look in here about connection. Adventures among the Isles. I need the other rule book because it's not going to be in this one.
So Venom. I had the benefit of Zach always being the DM typically, so he is very methodical and good at this. Whereas I just kind of like set up the lore for a little bit. So I'm very lucky. So I know you came in here, you're like, hey, I'm getting some ideas from my first session, but if you really want tips and tricks, Zach up there, he's DM'd a lot. He's been in a lot of D&D sessions. Like I've played a lot with him, but this is my first time kind of like segueing a little bit. Even though if you could really call it headlining when it's technically like I'm kind of using Zach as a huge crush.
Okay, a connection. When you search out a new relationship or give focus to an existing relationship, not an ally or companion. Okay, not within the party. Roll plus heart. So yeah, we don't have connections with each other, but with NPCs, that still works.
Can you roll minus hearts on every NPC in the village?
I'm not sure if there's such thing as a group connection, but I feel like it kind of makes sense here.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to give every single person in the village a name.
Right.
There's
right.
Jerry, there's Larry, there's Barry. It's not going like that.
So I'm going to roll make a connection.
Strangely enough,
there are new people to me.
They are the three main people in the village. One's a baker, one's a blacksmith, and the other one, well, he's just a weirdo, to be honest.
Okay.
That's
I got a weak hit.
That's hilarious. Jerry and Barry.
You create a connection, give them a role and rank. Whenever your connection aids you on a move closely associated with their role, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. You know, actually, I don't think this makes sense because I think this needs to be someone specific.
Yeah, no, Jabby, they just happen to all, strangely have a name similar to each other. No relation. I want them to look really close, like alike, but I want them to like when they introduce each other, like no relation.
I do feel like Sai and Lorian. Is it Lorian? Lorian?
Yep, it is.
Okay. I think you guys can roll develop a relationship. When you reinforce a relationship with a connection, which would be your father, by doing any of the following: swearing a vow to undertake a perilous quest in their service, leveraging their help in desperate circumstance, giving them something of worth, sharing a profound moment, standing with them against hardship, which is what I think you did. Stand with them against hardship when you did the thing at the beginning. You did all those things. You may mark progress per the rank of the connection. But you guys already have a bond with this person. You're not trying to create a relationship. If you already share a bond with the connection, do not mark progress. Instead, roll plus their rank and learn the impact on your legacy. Okay, so I don't know how connection ranks work, but they work the same as like progress ranks. So it'll be troublesome, dangerous, formidable, extreme, or epic. I don't know how you determine a connection's rank, but I think we can roll anyways and see what makes sense narratively. So why don't you guys both roll? And this is going to just be there's no stat for develop your relationship because you're just rolling plus whatever.
It's just like a
So
character.
you need to do a generic roll, but there's no button for that in this UI, which has been brought up before. Instead, I would say just click on whatever stat makes the most sense here. Maybe click on whatever your +3 stat is, because that would be the average for a connection. And until we know how connection ranks work, which I will look up after this.
So
For now, let's
roll
do
anything,
the
roll
average.
connection on it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not anything. Anything that allows me to
Yeah,
roll.
exactly. If you up at the very top where your stats are, just click on whatever your highest stat is. So like roll for me it would be like rolling plus iron.
Strong hit.
Die.
Kit.
Fucking around and shit.
On a strong hit, Sai, mark 2 ticks on your Bond's legacy track. And then Lorian, on a weak hit, take +2 momentum. So Sai, you get to add 2 ticks to your Bond's track.
Sick.
No, I'm really lucky that I have him for that.
And yeah,
Um,
Lorian, you just get
He has
the
a lot of experience, and he has a lot of like useful
I
editing,
mean, theoretically, you could burn
like-
momentum if you had enough to turn it into a strong hit.
like tools.
Sure, you're much stronger than me.
Like we had a whole
No, no.
D&D thing where we like created a whole world of like the things they
Maybe
made
not
because
physically,
he
you could
works
probably
like
beat me up.
Nope, I have
as,
terrible physical stuff.
like a coder.
Oh,
so
shit.
he
Well,
like,
what
made
is-
a web
what
page
was your,
which is pretty helpful.
What was your momentum?
But if you end up like needing like tips and tricks,
Well,
don't
I have
ever
6,
be
7.
afraid to ask, and I'm sure he'll be
Would 4
know,
have been enough to get
you
you
know,
a strong hit? I mean,
obliged to
certainly
help.
not.
Like,
4
either
is
send
not.
me
No, it was at one of them was
DM
9.
or
So I was
something
going.
and
Okay. Yeah,
you
you're.
know, in chat, and he'll respond to you.
Okay. I mean, that's the way it goes.
Like, I kind of muted, but I just signed you up to help Venom if he ever does have questions about DMing.
Oh boy.
No,
Yeah, no problem. I'm always down for
he
that.
said he feels awkward asking. Don't feel awkward. Zach
Yeah,
help.
okay.
And then he'll yell at me after and be like, "How the fuck dare you ask?" No,
No, no, I won't. I'm
no,
always.
no.
at
I
it.
said I'm very lucky to have you in that you have a lot of knowledge and lore and experience with this stuff, and you have a lot of tools that you've made and used to
I've just done DMing a
yeah.
lot.
But also like when you
once you
did like
kinda get
coding
used to
stuff and you made like the webpage for the last
Yeah.
thing and stuff. So I said, you know,
Yeah.
very, very lucky. So I said, if there's any questions, I'd like, you know, just ask in chat. I'm sure he'll just like take a second and respond to you because he's very knowledgeable about this stuff. He's not always here, but when he is, he'll.
I wrote a bunch of the code on the website that we're using right now. It's not my website, but I contributed a lot to the repository because
There
I
you
was
go.
interested in the game and I was looking at websites and I was like, oh look, this guy's got a GitHub.
Strangely enough, like my mods in my chat are strangely very talented. It's like when you look at it and I look at myself, I'm like, man, you have like this self-reflection. But we have like video game designers in here, we have webpage, you know, we got mechanical engineers. It's funny.
Yeah, and he's got a mic.
Mike-
Or-
Mike is my
hold on,
director
He also-
and producer.
Hold on. There you go. This is the moral support mod. If you ever
He is a moral support mod. What he does is, what he mods is he creates chaos. When there's never any chaos, he just creates it because he's Mike. But he's yeah that, and he's also a great art director. When I decide to like try and make videos, he's got the vision that he knows I'm trying to set before. And Jabby,
Mike
tends to
is our
be-
creative type.
yeah, and Jabby tends to be just my content most of the time because he just says the most out of pocket shits. he's just content 101.
Just
Okay, wait. There's one more thing we have to do for end of session. It says if there is a quest, connection, or other situation you would like to give focus in your next session, make note of it and take +1 momentum. I feel like we definitely need to figure out what the hell is going on with the chieftain.
Papa?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
So
No problem.
let's make that into a quest. So I will add a campaign vow for it. This will be a shared one. Eric, what do you think we should call this vow?
Yeah.
Or Ascalon?
Val, yes. So find Daddy a cure.
I'm gonna put Cure Ascalon. Alright, and difficulty. This is gonna be a question purely for Eric. Is this a troublesome thing, which is like there's a cure in the bush around the
No,
corner?
it's gonna be pretty hard to find a cure.
Is this epic, meaning it's is gonna take us like 10 years to do?
No.
Okay. So then there's also like dangerous, which would be like this is something in the realm of like it might take us a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it could be dangerous. I mean, if that's the middle ground, then yes.
Formidable is the one between the two. Formidable is like a really hard quest that will take us a long time to do, but it's not something that's going to be like campaign long. You know
I
what
would
mean?
say formidable because it's not like right there in the bush, but you do have. There is a path that has been set forward on you. Like, give a sneak peek into the next episode. What are you guys gonna do?
That's a great question. What was the guy's name? The old guy?
What's his name?
What was his name?
His name, because I wrote it down somewhere, and I'm gonna find it. 2 seconds. His name is Zahari Thornvale.
Idea for where we should investigate?
Well, children, I know your father hated this. But uh,
Did he tell us where we should go?
but
Poison.
supposedly Alaris is a capital of a city of great knowledge. Maybe you could find
Oh, I
something
see.
from them. I know he hated the
Okay.
thought of you going out there, but with this bevy of materials, they couldn't say no to like maybe helping us out.
Okay, okay. So this I feel like is formidable then, because we're gonna have to journey all the way to the capital.
Yep. You're gonna have to go to the capital and
Gotcha.
maybe try to get some knowledge or try and open up trade to get some medicine.
I'm laughing about the threat detected and firing Elise.
Yeah, that was wild. Threat detected.
Mike and Jabby, don't forget to mark your momentum because we have
Oh,
focused
the
on a
plus
new...
one, the +1 for the new quest.
Wait,
Yep,
I
yep.
see.
more momentum? Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, so Mike, yours should be up to like +7 now. Because when we did the end of session move, when we choose a quest to focus on next time, we gain a momentum. And now the session is well and truly over. Now it is actually done.
Yay. I think it was a fun little like first timer like little thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think we actually, I mean, I have realized that I need to look up the rules for connections because I don't know how those work yet. But the rest of the moves, I think I remembered pretty well. And I think we were using them correct. I hope so. I guess I don't really know if I'm wrong, but it seems like it was working.
How you
So-
feeling about the story so far, boys and girls?
So far, the story's cool. So far, I like Iron Forge.
Idiots.
Kind of
yeah.
interested into it. Okay, cool. As long as you guys are interested, that's all that matters. Is that you guys are like a little bit curious.
I mean, yeah, I like this system where we're kind of developing it as we go. But I'm sure you have your ideas, you're already painted, and you've already sprung a few of them. Like so, it's so far so good.
I mean, yeah, we've got Zach. Well, I definitely had to make it so that Zach showed up. So
Yeah. So I mean, I also kind of tried to help him steer that way. I was
no,
like, let's
thank
go.
you. Because
Yeah.
honestly, and I knew you guys are both trying to do that, but I still think it worked out fairly naturally. So I like it.
yeah, but it
And
also
I've been trying to like get better at role playing, like instead of just kind of just dropping shit. I was like,
Well, the
I
thing-
think I did do all right.
I think it worked well too because now, even though you did kind of steer it in a certain way, it also kind of made your character a certain way. And I don't want you to like kind of backtrack from it. I want you to be a little bit more rash. I want you to be more that kind of like that a character that's willing to take a little more chances because I feel like it suits the younger child.
Yeah. And yeah, the older brother's trying to just keep the peace.
And so now.
Yeah, I'm like the trying to keep him in line, but I can't stay mad at him for very long kind of character.
Yeah, but I think it worked really well. Like even though you trying to kind of railroad it and helping me kind of made your character more. And then as we were going, we're trying to figure out Zach. Then I helped make a little bit backstory for you. Then I made a little backstory for Zach, like with the door holding thing. I don't know why was he holding the door.
Yeah. Oh,
what happened?
I was gonna ask. Do we think that should be a quest? Is like just discover the secret of the underground ruins?
That'll be a quest later.
So like, okay. I mean, we can like.
So you're
We
saying
can just
pop
treat it as a
separate-
discovery
yeah.
for now,
Yeah.
like not actually track it as a separate quest.
I think that's definitely going to be
Yeah,
a quest later.
I was thinking of like one of those things where like in the game you get the quest. You're probably not going to do it anytime soon, but you have it. It's there.
Yeah, it's a side quest right now.
But what Zach's saying makes sense though, because even if it is a side quest, like what if, for example, we see, oh my god, I just destroyed my toe. Forget it. Forget about me. I'm gone. I'm out of the campaign. It's done. Forget it.
What happened?
He stubbed his toe so aggressively that he's deceased. No longer alive.
My soul has just left my body. I am behind the door. It is old. Don't ever open it. It's just oh my god, destroyed my toe. 2 of them.
Maybe we should add another
Anyways.
campaign quest.
What I was saying, campaign thing, because like, let's say we're in this fancy schmancy big city, and what if we see like runes that we recognize from the door somewhere?
Well, that's
You know what
I feel like that's always
would-
like something that's in the corner of your mind. I don't think you should ever like take it out.
But what I'm saying is that would like mark progress on our quest if we had it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, should we just start one for that?
Yeah,
I
just
think
put
we
it
should.
there, and yeah.
But then we should make it like a long one, right? Like this should be like extreme or maybe even epic, right? Like this is like a
Well,
campaign
like,
long
yeah.
thing, Eric. You think, right? Like this is like a not something that we're gonna discover anytime soon.
Oh, yeah, depending on what Eric
Uh,
wants to put behind that door, then you can increase.
We'll
the
see. We'll see. Because it might be sooner than you think.
Okay.
So I don't think.
For you guys. For you guys. For
I'm,
me, it's.
I'm not.
honestly-
I'm not trying to lock you out of it. Like, and I know curiosity is going to kill the cat, so I left it there so that way you can go explore. But you have something else like to go do first. You know what I mean? It's like real like thing. Like you'll see it when you go back home. You're like, oh yeah, I gotta go fucking explore those around. But there's also like the pressing matter of like your dad's looks like he's dying, so you should probably go check on that.
I see. So instead of it being a quest, it's just a point of interest right now.
Yep.
Okay, I think that makes sense.
We have to prog the main story before that quest marker pops up.
Yeah. It's more of like I told you though when you're in there, I was like, you can go do it. It's up to you. I didn't lock you out of it.
It's in theory is something that we could have done right then and there if we
Yeah.
tried hard enough.
Everything is always possible if you want to do it.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I was
Eric.
not gonna control you in that. I wasn't gonna let you do it.
Just to kind of explain the scenario, you know, like the chair. I don't have a gamer chair. You know the kind of chair that I have.
Yeah, isn't it like a foldable plastic one?
No, it's fucking wooden. It's a wooden,
I know which one
fucking
you have.
heavy ass chair.
I know. it's
So
not- I mean,
okay,
mine's
I'm watching your stream. I'm watching your stream. Stand up and stand behind your chair. Stand behind your chair, and then put your hands on like the shoulders of the chair, essentially. Right, these are the shoulders of the chair. So yeah, I'm doing that thing where we're just talking. You know, I'm fucking around. I'm completely zoned out while I walk around, and I'm standing behind my chair like this, and I'm tipping the chair toward me now. So like the chair, I'm leaning it backwards toward me. And then I was doing that to the point where I pushed it too far, and I essentially put the weight of myself leaning forward, tipping the chair back, and just threw the chair downward directly into my foot, and just destroyed.
If you guys want to
destroyed.
this is actually a Corsair hidden
This is.
product.
Oh, okay.
Hidden product placement.
Mine's side of the road bargain bin, probably. I don't know if there's a name for that brand, but
It's just a robe that I keep on all the time because I get cold, so I throw the robe on sometimes. That was nice.